Hello YugiTube, it's Emma Blue Eyes 10 here with a final update for the Blue Eyes Dragons for this format before the 1st September ban list 2013 hits, and also before the major change towards the middle of September when the Blue Eyes White Dragon Structure Deck Saga of the Blue Eyes White Dragon comes out, and this is going to be entirely changed for what I would call a maiden build. But anyway, as I said in the previous video, in my vlog, I've gone back to an older build of Blue Eyes that I was much more comfortable with, and also I've incorporated a lot of other successful techs and cards that I used in previous builds and that as well, so I hope you guys enjoy, and hopefully I will get some more duels of this deck in action in its form before of course it changes and everything, so I hope you guys enjoy. So here we go. Start off with one Blue Eyes Shining Dragon, my absolute favourite card in the entire game, as you guys know. Can only be special summoned by tributing a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon I control, and she's immune to targeting effects and gains 300 attack for every dragon that's in the graveyard. So main aim of the deck is try and get her out some point in the duel with as much attack power as possible. Then of course we have 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons, because it wouldn't be a proper Blue Eyes deck without 3. Signature card of Seto Kaiba as well. 3 White Stones of Legend. Is it level 1 tuner monster? When it's sent to the graveyard I get to add a Blue Eyes White Dragon from deck to hand, so there's quite a few combos where I can discard it, send it from the deck to the grave and such to get Blue Eyes White Dragons. Now, just as a wee note, this whole family, this is what I would call a family, like the 3 Blue Eyes and all that and the Shining, they're all definitely staying as they are, especially when the new structure deck comes out. Then we've got 1 Light and Darkness Dragon, because I think one's more than adequate for the moment, just as a pain in the neck card basically. Just ultimate negation. It's also a great resurrection card should it be destroyed and sent to the graveyard. 3 Alexandrite Dragon. Now you might say it's a bit much, but I like Blue Eyes as a powerhouse. It's just a beat stick, so most dragon builds would rather be beat sticks and everything, and I'd rather play 3 Alexandrite because it's just so good. It's also kind of preparing for the maiden build in a way, because there's a lot of cards in there that help normal dragon type monsters, so also great for exceeding with and everything, but I don't run Rescue Rabbit unfortunately in this deck. 1 Quackeye Mew Draco to stop special summons of light and dark monsters. Most main decks nowadays don't have a lot of light and dark monsters, their tributes are all over the place, but key cards in the extra decks such as Ophion, Big Eye and that are light and dark, so this helps stop. It's also a good lockdown card for the opponent, just because I can special summon as much as I want or special summon my combos, then play this, so I've gotten out all my summons but the opponent can't play any. Then we have 3 Mash Dragon as a toolbox engine, I suppose it's called. Great synergy with the deck. It searches out any dragons I need with 15 attack or less itself, White Stone, Totem Dragon and other cards that I'm going to show you, such as the 2 Debris Dragon. Great combo with this card with Totem Dragon is resurrect a totem from the graveyard, summon Debris, normal summon Debris Dragon, resurrect another Totem Dragon, sync for an 8, or I could just summon out 1 Totem Dragon, sync for a 6, and then with Debris Dragon effect summon out a White Stone and then sync for 7 that way. Just such a good little versatile synchro card. And as I said, it's one of these cards that have worked quite well in some previous builds. I was thinking about Delta Flyer, but I think Debris Dragon would have been better just because of those combos. I've got more combos with it in all honesty. Then I have 2 Exploder Dragon. I actually really like this card. It's such a good little card for surprising the opponent basically. And another thing, I've seen a lot of dragon rulers run 2 of these because, you know, run into it, blows up your monster, blows up the opponent monster. You know, just a nasty little surprise, very good for dragons. Then of course we have 3 Totem Dragon. Now this will definitely be changed for 3 Blue Eyes Maiden or Maiden with Eyes of Blue when it does come out, but Totem Dragon basically acts as 2 tributes for the summon of a dragon monster, and if it's in the graveyard and I control no monsters during the standby phase, it resurrects itself, so great multiple reusage. For example, it can be searchable by Mass Dragon. I can just set it, you know, and use it next turn. I can send it to the grave with a variety of cards and everything. However, if it is resurrected via this effect, when it leaves the field it's banished, so it's a bit of a downside, but I can reuse it a few times and it gets its job done of getting out either Light and Darkness Dragon or the Blue Eyes White Dragon or comboing with other cards that I do have. Magic cards now, we have one Dragon's Mirror. As you guys know, I'm no longer running polymerization, sadly, because it's this, just in general, it's very hard to keep the Blue Eyes either on the field or in the hand long enough to use poly. Dragon's Mirror is a brilliant alternative. It removes this from play, of course the dragon, sadly, but it's much more easier to get out Shining Dragon, and I have a funny feeling if I had run this in previous builds instead of using polymerization, I probably would have done a lot better, I think, but you learn from your mistakes. We have one Book of Moon because it's a quick play magic. It's just far too good in protecting yourself or your monsters. Then we've got the Spell Trinity of Monster Reborn, Heavy Storm and Dark Hole. Then we've got one Foolish Burial. I figured out because I rely on sending Totem and Whitestone to the graveyard a lot, I'd max out as much send from deck to graveyard as possible, and Foolish Burial is a very good choice. It's limited, I wish it could be semied, but we're going to be getting Dragon Shrine in the structure deck, so it'll be replaced quite easily. Then we have two Pot of Duality, just to search out any card I need from 3 cards that are picked up. It does lock down special summons sometimes, but I just have to work around it. I've got one trade in for Draw Power because one's more than adequate. I've got enough targets and everything. More than likely, more to be used with the Blue Eyes in all honesty, because Blue Eyes gets to my hand a lot quicker than Lightning Darkness, but in extreme circumstance I might have to use Lightning Darkness for this, but it's still a good draw power card, and at the moment it's the best choice besides another card I like using, which is Cards of Consonance. Then we have 2 Dragon Ravine. I would max this out to 3, but a lot of the time when I have maxed this out to 3, I've often ended up having a very bad hand, like I've got no hand, and I've been minusing myself far too much. So I think 2 is more than adequate, especially since I've got Masked Dragon and Foolish Burial, you know, to search out and send stuff to the grave. So this is more easier to use just at 2, because that way I'm not maxing myself. I'm not like maxing myself out with too much, and I'm not minimizing myself with too little. Next we have 2 Ancient Rules, because this is just an awesome card. This special summons a level 5 or higher normal dragon from the hand, and before, like, I prefer this over Kaibaman and everything, to be honest, but it's a good backup to have in case I don't have any totem dragons. And it's just a basically WTF moment for the opponent when I play this, especially if I do everything else and they use up their trap cards or something like that, and I play this and it's like 3000 beat stick on the field. What are you going to do about it? Then of course we've got 2 standard Mirror Force, because Mirror Force is still an awesome card, even if it does get destroyed a lot. If the opponent overextends sometimes and forgets about your back row, it's a nice surprise to have that waiting for them. Then we've got 1 Solemn Dirgement as the ultimate counter card, and then 2 Compulsory Evacuation Device, because this was so useful in previous builds. It was a great card to use in my previous builds, and I took out 1 Ancient Rules and 1 Dragon Ravine for it to make room, because it was just too good in previous builds that I had, so it's back in there. Right, for the extra deck now we have, of course, 1 Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. It's the only fusion I run. I'm not running 5-headed dragon because I understand it's very good, it would work and everything, but it would remove from play too many of my dragons, and Shining Dragon needs the maximum attack boost as possible. It's also the tribute fodder for Shining Dragon. 1 Iron Chain Dragon, Debris Dragon plus a Totem Dragon combo, easy 25 attack beat stick. 1 Ancient Fairy Dragon. I do run because I do run field spells now. She's quite good at that. She also can special summon a level 4 or lower monster from the hand. Can't conduct the battle phase when that happens, but great for also synchroing into higher levels, like with White Stone or something like that. 1 Black Rose Dragon to blow up the field. 1 Stardust Dragon to negate destruction effects. 1 Red Dragon Archfiend. Haven't run this for a little while, but I figured it's a 3000 attack synchro monster that I could get into if I need it. It's also great for blowing up defensive monsters in case I do run into them. 1 Kaichi Kochi Dragon, which is basically a multiple attacker if I detach an XY Mizziro. 1 Queen Dragoon Jin. Just dragon type monsters I control can't be destroyed by battle, and she can also resurrect a level 5 or higher dragon from the graveyard, so great resurrection card for Blue Eyes. 1 number 107 Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. This is basically like a mini skill drain in the battle phase if it negates effects and stuff, and it gains an extra 1000 attack and it can attack again in the same battle phase. 1 Heretic Sun Dragon Overlord of Heliopolis, as basically great for singularity destruction, like I contribute any number of monsters in my hand or on the field to destroy an equal number of cards on the field. Really good card there. And then finally 1 Thunder End Dragon. It's just basically a dark hole built into this monster, but I have to use 2 level 8 normal monsters, so 2 Blue Eyes equals this, and it just blows up everything else besides itself, so it's a really good little card there to have. Anyway guys, that's it for the Blue Eyes. This Blue Eyes deck. Instead, this is the final build I'm going to have for this format, and before the big change in September when the Saga of the Blue Eyes White Dragon structure deck does come out as well. Hope you guys enjoyed, and well, we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!